Hi, welcome to SPR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. It's NFL Week 12, the Friday before Sunday for NFL Week 12. We are doing our regular call with Chris Andrews from AgainstTheNumber.com, where we get his thoughts on value that's still around as of Friday afternoon. There's a bunch of plays that I'm liking this week in NFL Week 12. We'll see if your opinions agree with my leans. Chris Andrews, what's the first game you'd like to bring up with us?
Well, first game, I'm going to go with the Falcons minus the 1. And I know Devontae Freeman for the Falcons, and no doubt that hurts. But I like the rookie running back, Tevin Coleman out of Indiana. Hasn't had a great chance. Listen, he's not Freeman. I understand that. I'm not trying to say that he is. But I'm looking at the other side of the football. You know, Atlanta still has one of the best run defenses in the entire NFL. So if that's going to put the ball in the hands of Teddy Bridgewater, Bridgewater's been a nice quarterback. He's coming along well as a young player, but he's not the kind of dynamic player that I think right now you can depend on him to lead your team to a big road victory. I know Atlanta's been playing very poorly about the last 5-6 weeks of the season, but I think right now we're buying them a little low. Still a pretty strong home team traditionally. I don't think you can just ignore that. I think laying 1, a little bit of a cheap number. We're buying low on Atlanta, selling high a little bit on Minnesota. I know a lot of people are high on them, but I think this right now is a very good matchup defensively for Atlanta. I think they could stop up Minnesota with keys on the running game, of course, and I think they'll have enough offense to pull out a win. We're only laying 1 in this game. I think Atlanta does it at home.
I agree with you. It's tough to, at first glance, look at this and see all the ATS losses Atlanta's had, all the ATS wins Minnesota has had, but I completely agree with your analysis. My thought is that this is a good spot to take Atlanta. I bet this one myself. Chris Andrews, what's the second NFL Week 12 game you'd like to bring to our attention?
Well, I'm going with the Indianapolis Colts. I'm laying the 3 there. I think Tampa Bay right now, it's another team that we're going to sell high on. They've had a good last couple of games. They beat Philadelphia. They embarrassed Philadelphia in Philadelphia. But I think we saw yesterday, maybe we're giving a little too much credit for that. And I think you look at Jameis Winston, I think the kid has really come along extremely well as a rookie quarterback. So I don't want to take anything away from him. But all these rookie quarterbacks go up and down.
Yeah.
And right now, if you're counting on him to be at an extreme up, I think that's a miscalculation.
Right.
The Colts have played a little better than what people think. And right now we have looked at them going into this season as being Super Bowl contenders. They don't look like that right now, certainly. But they are in the lead in their division. There's a lot of football left to be played. Hasselbeck is playing quarterback. The team has played very well under him. I don't want to make it sound like he's better than Luck. He certainly is not. But the team right now, you're asking them to win a home game, cover a field goal. I think against the Tampa Bay team that right now is a little bit overrated. I think the value is with the Colts minus the 3 at home.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I actually, I'm not a big believer in the Colts right now, so I actually did bet Tampa Bay plus 3.5. My big concern on that one was everything you just said. A rookie quarterback coming off a huge game is not something that you want to be betting into. My favorite play on this one, though, is the under. I like the under 46.5. I bet that one as well, a lot bigger than I took Tampa Bay. I can certainly see your argument. Chris Andrews from AgainstTheNumber.com. Interesting analysis, as always. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you, Peter.